Welcome back to the world that was. Today's battle report sees the Daemons of Chaos taking on the Orcs and Goblins. Welcome back to another filmed battle report. The Orc Warband led by Jogga Ardteef has been chomping, bashing and raising its way across the old world, drawn by such destruction and slaughter. The denizens of chaos have come back into the mortal world. So today sees 2,000 point armies of Orcs and Goblins against Daemons of Chaos army. Notice that we've got a few different things today, so it's two new armies for you, different board and a different filming location. So we're going to see how this one pans out, just giving us a few more options. We'll take a look at the armies next.
This is 2,000 points of demons, characters, lords. We've got a Keeper of Secrets. He's level 4, and I've rolled Pavan of Slaanesh, Hysterical Frenzy, Phantasmagoria, and Cacophonic Choir. He's also got 2 lesser gifts. He's got Skill Swallower and Unnatural Swiftness. Heroes is a Herald of Slaanesh with the Exalted Locus of Beguilement and a lesser gift of Cleaving Blow. Core, we've got 40 Bloodletters of Khorne with full command. Special, we've got 6 Beasts of Nurgle and 5 Seekers of Slaanesh with full command. And rare, we've got 3 Plague Drones with full command and Gleaming Pennant.
So this is 2,000 points of Orcs and Goblins, led by an Orc Warboss on his War with the Enchanted Shield, Dawnstone and his Spear. Got a level 4 Orc Great Shaman, Talisman of Preservation. He knows Gaze of Mork, Edbutt, Here We Go, and Foot of Gork. Got an Orc Big Boss, Battle Standard Bearer, Charm Shield, Sword of Battle, and Dragonhelm on him. And a Night Goblin Shaman, level 2. He's my Scroll Caddy with Dispel Scroll and has Vindictive Glare and Sneaky Stabbing. In the core, 29 Orcs upgraded to Big Uns with additional hand weapons, full command and a standard discipline on them, and a smaller unit of 23 Orcs, just with shields and a full command. And we've got 20 Night Goblins with bows, full command, and 3 Fanatics in there. In the special, we've got a unit of 5 Boar Boys, shields, spears, and a musician, and another unit, but this time of 6. Boar Chariot, 6 Squig Hoppers, and a Squig Herd of 18 Squigs with 6 handlers, and 2 Mangler Squigs, which gives this army the name of Pigs and Squigs. Let's see how it does. Battle lines are drawn, both armies are deployed for battle. We'll have a quick whiz through how the Daemons of Chaos have deployed. So we've got the Seekers out on the flank with the Keeper of Secrets and the Herald of Slaanesh. Big unit of Bloodletters of Khorne in the middle with Beasts of Nurgle next to them. And the Plague Drones out on the flank. Not a huge army really compared to the mass of Orcs which is facing them. So moving over to the Orc deployment. Out on the flank, we have got Squig Hoppers and 1 unit of the Boar Boys. Warboss is in there. Mangler Squig holding the centre ground with the unit of Squigs in front of him. They are flanked either side by the units of Orcs. We've got the Shaman in this one and the Battle Standard Bearer in the front of our unit of Big Uns. Night Goblins at the back and out on the other flank. Boar Chariot, the other Mangler Squig, and our slightly larger unit of Boar Boys. Before we roll for first turn, should just mention the scenario that we're playing. Today is Blood and Glory, which is where you have your Fortitude, your Breaking Point, etc. So the Demons have got a Fortitude of 5. Orcs and Goblins slightly higher. They've got a Fortitude of 6. And in a 2,000 point battle, we both have a Breaking Point of 2. So let's roll for the first turn. Orcs and Goblins, it's a 5 and a 2. And yes, I think Orcs and Goblins will go first. You've got Vanguard move for the Seekers, so we'll get those moved and come back for the Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Top of the Orcs and Goblins turn 1. The Seekers crept forward slightly, just sort of tempting the Squig Hoppers, making that a bit of a difficult one with their random movement. Then we rolled for Amnosity, and Orc Boys with the Warboss have failed it, and the unit of Night Goblins with the Shaman in it have failed it. Everybody else passed. So let's see what happens with the Warboss unit first. Oh no, that's fighting amongst myself, I think, with them. Oh dear. We'll roll for this one, and then we can resolve the effects. So that's a 3. They're just going to squabble and stay there. Right, we'll resolve the effects of this one, and then maybe I'll get a chance to do some movement. Amnosity Dest has killed 1 from this unit, which annoyingly, though, means that they can no longer move or cast magic, and we've got the Shaman in there, so we're going to have 0 magic this turn. We've not got any charges that we're declaring, so we're just going to do our compulsion moves with the Squigs. These guys are going to need about 14 to get in, but we'll just have to see what we get. No, not with that. So we'll just leave that by them for 7. We'll do Mangler Squig. Heading for this big old blob up here as well.
Which direction?
He's going to go. We're aiming straight up for the black letters. 10. He's not going to be in, but we'll keep that. Get him moved. And last one is going to do the same thing, heading straight down towards the Black Drones. Ooh, a little bit more on him. Don't think we're going to quite be in, but we'll get all those guys moved. As I say, there's no other charges that we're doing, so we'll move the rest of the models, and then won't come back from magic phase because I don't have one now, so it'll be straight into shooting, which I think we're going to be out of range with these guys as well, and they're Amnosity, so they can't shoot either, which means that actually this is, assuming that he hasn't made it in, going to be the end of my turn. So that's pretty quick. We'll get those moved and see what's happened. Orc and Goblin movement phase is complete. Didn't have a whole lot to move due to the failed Amnosity tests, and just to add insult to injury, the Mangler Squig took a wound as it blasted its way through that fence. Other units have just sort of crept forward a little bit. The whole battle line has been somewhat stymied due to the failed Amnosity with those 3 units. Mangler Squig is causing a bit of a problem up here. These 2 are just, again, keeping that battle line. We have no magic due to the failed Amnosity tests, and no shooting due to failed Amnosity. So with that, that is the end of Orcs and Goblins turn 1. We'll come back for Daemons of Chaos turn 1 next. Daemons of Chaos turn 1. Have we got any charges coming in?
Yep. All 3 / units are going to charge the Squig Hoppers.
Good luck, Squigs.
And the Plague Drones are going to go over the Mangler and into the Boar Chariot.
Okay, where do you want to roll first?
We'll do this one first as you're over this side.
Oh, yeah, they've made it in. Yeah, I'm going to be holding with the Chariot.
We'll do the Herald first. 10.
10.
16, that should be in. Yep.
Keeper.
15 is in.
And I don't think these Seekers can fail anyway.
19, they're in.
Right. Let you get those guys moved and do your remaining moves. Charges have all moved in home. Only other movement was the Beasts of Nurgle, which have lumbered forward. Big unit of Bloodletters have stayed at the back. Don't they have Frenzy? No. Good, that would be even more deadly. So with that, we'll go straight on to the Winds of Magic. Rolling. We've got 5. And being a Demons of Chaos army, that's going to have some impact on your army as well.
Swarm of Fire.
Ooh.
So it affects Demons of Nurgle and all of you.
Right. And what are we doing with this one then?
Rolling on a roll of a 6. Template. Placed over them, scatters.
So it's like a stone thrower on each of the units, right? Do you want to roll for me, starting with these guys? No, thankfully. Right, even the ones in combat?
Yep.
Yep. Next unit in combat.
Yes.
Oh dear, just because their day wasn't bad enough, right? We'll do my bigger unit of boys. No. Squigs. Unit of big uns. No. Night Goblins at the back. Nope.
Mangler.
Mangler in the middle. No. And what have we got over here? The Boar Boys. Nope. And the chariot.
And the other mangler.
And the other mangler. No. So, one unit that has taken the hit, and then I might as well roll for your Nurgle guys at the same time. Let's get some revenge. No. Oh, of course, yeah. Forget these guys. Nope, not on them either. Right, we'll get the template, we'll get that scattered, and we'll work out what's happened to these chaps. So the effect has been resolved. It didn't scatter, which meant that we actually managed to kill one Seeker. However, 3 of the Squig Hoppers were slain. Neither of us managed any channels, so moving into the magic proper, what are you going to start with?
I shall start by casting Phantasmagoria on the Boar Boys.
These ones there, yeah. 4.
8, that's not enough, so that's the end of magic phase.
Brilliant. And you've got no shooting, so we're going to be back to combat. Where would you like to start?
We'll do the Keeper first.
Start with the Keeper, who has just got a little bit of a warm-up exercise going on here. Right, we'll grab some dice and come back for him. So, starting off with the combat phase with this Seeker then. So, 6 attacks.
Yep.
Weapon skill...
9.
9. Far superior initiative and always strike first.
Yep.
So, what we're hitting on 3s, re-rolling failed. Oh dear, guys. Make it a full house. Yep.
Strength 6, so 2s to kill.
Yeah, not on 1s, please. Oh! Well, nearly, but not quite. So, that's the end of the Squig Hoppers. Presume that you're going to be overrunning on.
Yep.
Right, do you want to roll for him first? Not
Um,
quite sure what the distance is going to be to these guys, but hopefully you're not making it in. Who are you rolling for first?
I'll roll for the Keeper first. 9.
9.
That's close. I'll roll for the Seekers.
7.
And
The Herald. 6. Right, well, let's grab the tape, because this is the important measurement. I don't think 9 is going to be enough, but let's see. No, it's going to be short. Right, we'll get those moved, and then we'll come back for the attacks over on the other side against the chariot. Moving around onto this combat, I'm going to start with the fear test. 8. Nope, I'm leadership 7, and I'm not within 12 inches of the BSB, who's all the way over there. So that's not gone well. Starting off with the Warboss, who actually have the highest initiative, but now I'm going to be hitting you on 5s due to that fail. Oh well, we get 1 hit. Strength 3, I don't get my Tusker charge. So looking for... no. Right. Let you
Orcs next.
do the 2 at the same time, shall we? Very generous of you. No. Right, do you want to grab some dice and let these guys have their attacks back? Swinging back now with the Riders, so more of these attacks. Ooh, well, the 1 poisoned one goes through, but it's possibly a lifeline.
And I'll do the rock flies as well.
Yep.
9 attacks.
There's 2 poison ones through them.
And strength 5
Toughness 5 for the chariot, yep. 6, 3.
4 rock fly saves on a -2.
Save on my chariot is a 4+, so that's 3 wounds down. Got 1 wound left. 1 from the rider. No, it's gone. That's a shame. Just needed him to cling on. Never mind. It was always optimistic.
Shall overrun.
Presume you're going to be overrunning. Yeah. Not going to be much to get into the Boar Boys. No, 9. Easily going to be clipping in there. And with that, are we going to a panic test for these guys first? For the unit to destroy within combat? Yeah. Do the panic test. Might just be within 12, or this is going to be... Yeah, just. 7. Yeah, they're staying there. Although whether that's a good thing with these guys coming into them, we'll wait and see. With it, that's the end of turn 1. So we'll come back for Orcs and Goblins turn 2 next. Orcs and Goblins turn 2, turn the amnesty rolls. These guys have passed this turn, but unfortunately, these 2 crucial units in the middle both failed, both rolled squabbles, so they are just going to sit tight and get ready to receive a nice big charge, whereas it should have been us that was doing the charging. Everybody else has passed, So we're going to start declaring our charges. There's only one. It's possibly suicide going into a Keeper of Secrets, but hey, we've got a big Orc Warboss in there and we're never going to back down from a fight. So we're going to be a charge from the Boar Boys into your Keeper of Secrets. Can't fail this charge. I don't think there's any benefit for, not like an ogre one, is there? But yeah, we've easily made that in, no issues. And I think we can just about still see the Herald with this unit. And if we can get round and overrun into those Seekers. So we are going to do a charge from, this is the unit of just normal boys there. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be enough for them with a 14. Yep, they've made it in. We've not got any of the charges, so we'll get those guys moved. Charges have moved. It's Mangler Squig time. Starting with the one in the middle, he's going to go, straight up towards the unit of Bloodletters. 9. Double check. I think we just measured a 9 is going to be in by about a millimetre. It's going to be very close. What's the verdict? Yeah, 9 gets him in. Brilliant. This one over this side had a bit of a debate as to whether he comes round and through into this combat here, which would all but kill the Boar Boys. But is that the better chance of killing the Plague Drones, or do we keep swinging around this way? There's no standard in this unit, is there? Yes. Well, there is. So that's one of my points, but there's also a standard up there. So I think we're going to go... Oh, debates. We're going to go for the... I cannot decide. We're going to go for the Bloodletters. 12. That's not going to be enough to get him in, but we'll get him moved around as well. I'm not going to have a whole lot of other movement, possibly just a shuffle with these guys to see if we can get in range to pop some shots down the battlefield. So there was no further movement. The Night Goblins have stayed up on top of the hill. But before we go into magic, we will do the results of the Mangler Squig. 2d6 hits that are coming through. 9, not bad. And these are at strength 6. That's going to be all but 2. Some ward saves. 5 down. Well, it's made a start on them. And while those get removed, I will roll for my Winds of Magic. Ooh, it's powerful. And let's see if I get either... Oh, there's no point rolling for channels because I can't have any more. Do you want to try your channel? No. Right, grab those dice, have a little think about what we're going to do. Starting off the magic phase, the Shaman is going to cast Here We Go, giving me reroll to hit. So it's the only one that he can cast. Yeah, that's off. So what are we on? 6, 10, 15, 19.
The Keeper's going to try and Dispel using all my dice. Yes.
Yeah, that's gone. Right. There's nothing else he can cast, so it's going to be down to the mushroom-wielding Night Goblin. Going to cast Vindictive Glare down onto the Beasts of Nurgle. We've got a black dice representing our mushroom. Oh!
Roll again. It's a bad one.
How bad is the mushroom?
It's lost a wound.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And with that, that's the end of our magic phase. We don't have any shooting because we're not quite in range with our shortbows. So we're going to come back for combat. Starting down here with this combat, and the Keeper is issuing a challenge, yeah. Yep. No champion in this squad, which means if I've got any chance of killing him, I have to accept, and he's an Orc Warboss. So, yeah, challenge is accepted. We'll do the fear test first, as you are a terror-causing enemy. Pass that, no problem. Let's start with your attacks. 6 attacks.
Rerollable 3s.
Yeah, you're still higher initiative than me. Yay.
Strength 6, toughness 5 is 3s to wound.
Yeah. That's 3 wounds. And with my magical equipment, I'm on a 2-up rerollable with Dawnstone, which is going to become a 6-up rerollable. Oh, we're not dead. Right, time for this Warboss to earn his salt. With the choppers and my spear, I'm strength 7, so there is a chance here. 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s to hit though, because you. But how many 3s to wound? 1 wound.
Yep.
And then we have 1 from the Boar, who doesn't hit. So 1 wound for me, 2 for charging. I don't have a standard in there. And you've got 2 for the wounds, so it's going to be a draw. But with my little musician in there, I'm going to beat you by 1.
It's my demonic instability test.
Yeah. 9. With the demonic instability, he is down to 4 wounds remaining, but we're locked in combat, so we need these guys to break. Although, with this Herald, you issue the challenge, and his rule is I can't refuse, and you get to choose. So you've picked the Shaman, who is going to be the fed to him. Start off with my leadership test. 9, that's going to... Ooh, I might be within...
Yep.
General range, so going to be a pass with him. So I'll let you get your dice for your attacks.
4 attacks.
Yep.
Thing on 3s.
Ooh, that's... I don't know how we've done that, but we'll count that one as cocked.
Strength
4. That's no wounds on him. Just the 1 attack back from myself, which doesn't hit because you're going to be much higher weapon skill than me. So there's no wounds for you. I've got quite a lot there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 for the ranks, 4 for charging, 5 for a standard, 6 because I'm in your flank. Survive this, you demon.
I have.
Oh. Using the Keeper's Leadership, he's down to 1 wound, which really significantly means I'm not going to get the chance to overrun into these guys. Okay, let's move around onto the other side then, and we'll get some dice and do the attacks here. Starting with a fear test for these guys. Yep, pass that. 6 attacks. That's pretty good from them, actually.
Hitting on 5s, noble.
Yes. And no wounds.
6 riders.
I'll do the riders as well. 2 hits, thanks to your nogly goodness. And chopper's rule for these guys. I think I'm going to get possibly 1 wound on that. Just double check those. Yep, so that's 1 wound caused thanks to choppers. Let you take your save on here. It's
Fail.
3. Failed. 1 wound caused. Right, let's see how many of these boars are left standing after these plague drones have had their attacks back. What are we going to roll first?
Do the drones first.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s.
And with 3 poison.
That's pretty good. Wounding on 3s.
So that's 5.
On -2. So 5 pluses.
So 2. That's 3 down. Not going to be wiped purely by combat attacks.
4 riders.
Oh, there's 4 for the champion, yep. Another poison. Another 2.
4 plus saves.
That's another 1 who's down. It's 4 down for me then, isn't it? We'll get those guys taken off in a second. Combat res, you're a long way ahead of me. 4 on your wounds.
1 by 5.
5 on the charges. Yep.
Rollable snakes.
Come on. No. Second time lucky. No. I'm off. Presume that you are going to be running after me. Leading up to the edge, or are you going to try and reform? Yep. Take your leadership test. Yep. Count that's 4. How far am I off? 10. I'm still going to be on the board just about. And that is the end of Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Not been a brilliant start to this game. That problem with traffic jam in the middle with blooming amnosity. Combats haven't gone quite as well as they could have done up here, and this flank is all but crumbled. But we've got some Fanatics still in here, which is probably why you didn't want to overrun, really, wasn't it, to release those. We're just finishing up the reform moves, and the Plague Drones have reformed into this slightly odd formation. What's your logic behind that, Jay?
They can just about make their charge into the boys without attracting...
Releasing the Fanatics! Yeah, that's very well. A bit of a clever play there. Interesting to see whether the less attacks you're going to get is going to be worth not having the Fanatic hits, but there is a standard in that unit, 2 standards in this unit, so we'll move straight into the Demon's turn. So what charges have we got then? Obviously these guys are charging to the flank of the boys.
Yep. And the
Beast of Nurgle
charge them as well.
Yep. Have we got a charge over this side?
Nope, that's it for charges.
Okay. Demon's movement phase is complete. Both the charges have gone in. The Seekers have used their fast cavalry roll to make a nice looping manoeuvre around the back, and the Bloodletters are desperately running away from Mangler Squigs. So with that, we're going to go into the magic phase. Roll for Winds of Magic. 8. I just about still have 2 Shamans left. No channels for me. Just seeing what the impact of this is with the magic phase for the demons. What does this one do then?
Corn and all of you.
Corn and all of us. Okay. What are we doing with them?
Same again. Roll a d6 on a 6. You take a leadership test on 3d6, taking a wound with no armor saves allowed for each point you fail by.
So, do you want to roll then? Start with my unit in combat. No. The next unit of boys. They're okay. With the unit of Squigs in the middle. They're okay. And the unit of boys getting munched by all the Nurgle.
No.
Ooh, they're taking one. Okay. What have the Night Goblins up at the back? They're okay. And the 2 Boar Boys that are fleeing off the board. They're okay.
2 Manglers.
The 2 Mangler Squigs. So the first one behind the watchtower. He's okay. And the other Mangler. He's okay. So this is a leadership test. I was trying to get some more points back here. No. Leadership test on 3d6, we said, didn't we?
Yep.
10.
12.
Presumably I can re-roll this?
With my 12 for the BSB.
Their BSB's in the unit. It was that unit that failed.
Yes. So you can if you want to.
8. Take that one. That's not so bad. And do you want to roll your channel attempt as well? Oh, perfect. Right, let you grab those dice, have a think about what you want to cast. So the Demon's magic phase, what you're starting off with?
Cacophonic Choir on your unit.
These guys that are down here. Yep. That is cast. 10, 14,
cast.
18. 5 dice to spell. No point saving just 1. 10, 15, 16, 20. Dispelled. Do you know what you're casting next, or do you want to think?
Yep, I'll go with Phantasmagoria.
Phantasmagoria, yep. Who's that one going on?
The Boar Boys.
These ones down here, yep. Yeah, it's cast. I've got no dice. Just remind me what this one does.
Roll additional d6 when taking a leadership test and discard the lowest result.
Oh, yes. We're going to let that go.
And that's it.
Okay. And we've got no shooting. So we'll go back for the combat phase. Starting off the combat phase with the challenge, which is still going on between the Keeper and the Orc Warboss. Start with my fear test, which is passed. What do I take that on?
3d6.
3d6 because of the Gregorian discard the lowest. Still pass that one, no issue. So I'll let you get your 6 attacks back in. Isn't going to be enough to finish him off this time. Probably a thought so with a roll like that.
3 to wound.
Yeah. That's 4 wounds. Rerollable 6s with his Dawnstone. Come on, we can do it. We can't do it. No. So the Warboss is slain. With it, that's the end of that combat because there was nobody else in. So, yeah. 3d6 now. Wow, we still pass it, although I think we're just kind of holding on to the inevitable there. Where would you like to move on to next? Do the next challenge along. It's still your Herald that's attacking first. Yeah. Toughness 5. That's 1 wound. Got 4 up. Talisman. Yes. And 1 back from me. No. Oh, I haven't done a fear test actually for that unit. Not that it mattered with that fail anyway.
By 4.
Got 3 in the standard. Can we finish her off?
Yep.
10. She's gone. We'll get some dice and go over to the next big messy combat over here. Highest initiative over here is the BSB. Start with his fear test, 7, which we've passed. And that now gives us 4 attacks going into the Beasts of Nurgle. All hit. And thanks to choppers, we, 3 wounds.
3 regen saves. 2
2 wounds through. Take it, they're going to be 3 wounds apiece, aren't they?
4.
4 wounds apiece. They are quite literally beasts. I think the next initiative is going to be all attacking together. So work out some attacks and get those rolled. So we're all at the same initiative now, but we're going to do the Orc Boys first. Big uns. Got 16 attacks going forwards into the beasts, hitting on 4s. So that's quite an abysmal roll, to be honest. And with our choppers rule, wounding on 4s. 3. 3 regens. That's 1 dead. And
3 attacks to the side.
that's 2 hits. And 1 wound there.
2 wounds. 25.
2 wounds, yeah, thanks to my choppers. We've actually done some damage. Are they 3 wounds apiece? So that's one of those that's finally slain. Right, we'll let the Nurgle demons get their dice and do their attacks back. So doing the plague drone attacks first. We're going to roll them at the same time just with some different dice. Red Riders, we said, didn't we? Yeah.
Drone. Nothing.
No. Okay, that's fortunate. And then there's going to be quite a lot of attacks from these beasts of Nurgle coming in.
Red for the rear rank, purple for the front rank.
17 attacks, hitting on 4s, and they are poisoned attacks. 3 poison ones through there. Yep. And we are wounding on 4s. Just 1. It's giving us 4 in total then. I'll just pinch all those dice, please. Thank you. I don't have an armor save with strength 4. I've only got light armor, so that's 4 killed.
Stomps.
Yeah. 3
stomps from the beasts.
Yep.
Another 2 dead. And 1 from the plague drone. No.
Plague drones are absolutely useless then, but they've got you the flank charge at least. So that's 6 wounds for you, 7 with a flank charge, 8 charge,
9 with a standard.
9 with a standard. I got 6 for the wounds, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Somehow, I've won that one. Do you want to do your instability tests?
Beasts.
So beasts. 8.
3 wounds for them.
Yeah. The one almost gone.
Drones.
They're going to be fine. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse there. I've got 2 points for my fortitude in that unit, so it's quite important that they stayed where they are. With that, that is the end of turn 2. So we'll come back for Orcs and Goblins, turn 3 next. Turn 3 for the Orcs and Goblins. We've just been discussing that the game may well be over this turn, or certainly in the Demon's turn. I'm down to fortitude of 2, having lost my general. 4, and I've got 2 points left in this unit, so if that unit breaks, I'm gone. This unit here failed their amnosity test. Everything else passed, but I was debating whether or not to charge into the keeper just to try and get some more combat res on him to take him down, as that's obviously 2 points for the demons. But having failed amnosity and rolled a squabble, that decision has been made for me. So we'll go into the charge phase then for the or charge rolls for the Orcs and Goblins, and we're going to be charging the squigs straight forward into the Bloodletters, which is going to be suicide, but there's a point there and I've got no points to give away with that unit. Don't think we're going to make it.
You are interested.
Just fabulous. Then it's going to be the compulsories, so we'll roll for my fleeing unit of boars over here. Nope. Sorry. Yeah, they're going to rally. And then we'll start with this Mangler Squig, which is going to be coming across into the big unit of Bloodletters as well. This unit is in, so I'm going to be squishing some of his younger brothers and sisters, but there we go. And 8 inches. He's just going to be short. And then we'll have a scatter dice for the other one, as he's gone wild. So this is for the guy on top of the hill. He's off a long way, straight down the battlefield. Fabulous. And then we've got the decision of moving out the Fanatics if we edge forward, as it gives me a point if I can kill Plague Drones, but with the randomising hits it's going to do a lot of damage to my unit as well. Night Goblins have shuffled forward 3/4 of an inch, which brings them to within 8 inches of the Plague Drones. The 3 Fanatics are being released. They're all going to be sent straight forwards into this whirling melee. It says distributed as per shooting, so we're going to be playing that we randomise between all 3 units. Let us know in comments if you don't think that's right, but that's certainly how we understand it from the rules. So the first Fanatic that is being sent straight forwards. 7. He's going to stop just short, about here. And the second one, who is going to have to go at a... Well, to be honest, we might as well just go straight forward into my Orc Boys, because it's going to have the same effect. So the next one goes straight forward, 12 inches. Yeah, he's straight through the middle and out the back. So it's D6 strength 5 hits from this first one for 5. And then we're going to be randomising these. We're saying 1, 2 is the Orcs, 3, 4 is the Beasts, 5, 6 is the Drones. So 3 on the Orcs. Right, Jay, roll those 3. Yeah,
One
that's
dead.
1 gone. And then I've got 1 on the Beasts. Can we finish him off? Fails his regen.
Nope.
Which he doesn't. And 1 on the drone. No. Okay. And the last one, we're going to do exactly the same thing, straight forwards again. 8. Yeah, he's made it in and he pops out the other side. D6 from him. It's only 3. Again, exactly the same splitting. So that's 1 on the Orcs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 2 Orcs down. We've got 2 on the drones. Yeah.
Saves.
1 wound caused. That is the end of the movement phase. So we'll go into magic. Winds of magic is 6, and I've still got 2. Oh, he can't channel because of his animosity. Nope, no channel for me. Do we get a channel over there?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Putting us on 6 dice apiece. Right, we'll have a little think and come back with spells. Due to the amnosity fail over here, he can't cast it, which means that we only had the little Shaman. The only spell he could cast was to give me armor piercing, which isn't going to make any difference as I'm strength 4 anyway, and these guys are relying on regens and ward saves. And given what he did to himself last time he tried to cast a spell, decided to pass on that one. So no shooting either, as the only units that are in range are in combat. So we're straight back over to combat over this side. We're going to start with the keeper. 3 for my fear test, of course it is. Oh wow, yeah. So I'm pretty scared of you. I think rightly so after what you've done to their boss. 6 hits, rerolling the fails. Sorry, 6 attacks. So that's 5 hits. Could kill me to a man here, or to an orc.
Yep.
And you do. Right, that's the end of that unit. Take a leadership test for these guys. We've got an enemy destroyed. 8. Oh, I'm going to double check the leadership on my Shaman, hoping that we're just about going to be enough there. Yeah, we've passed. We're going to do the squigs and bloodletters first because, as mentioned before, this combat is going to determine the game potentially. And if the combat goes badly for me and I die, it's game over. So at least want to give these guys a chance to attack. So higher initiative is with the bloodletters. So 22 attacks with the champion there as well. Yeah.
Pretty good.
And going to be cutting me down on 3s.
It's all on the squids.
Yep.
Hit.
Oh, a few 1s and 2s in there.
Not massive amount.
So I've got 3, 6, 8 squigs that are cut down. Get those guys removed, work out how many remaining, and get my attacks. Time for the squigs to fight back, doing the handlers as well, who are the red dice. That one's going to miss as well. And the squigs are going to be winning on 2s. How many can we chomp through? A few more 1s in there. So that's 3, 6, 8 back for the squigs and 2 for the handlers.
6 plus scaly skin for the handler ones. Nope.
Nope.
Is that 10 total then?
10 in total. So I've got 6 for the wounds and 7 for the charging.
And 8 for the rank.
8 for the rank. You got 8 for the kills, 9 for the standard, 10, 11 for the rank. Beating me by 3.
Click off Fanatic if I overrun them.
You are. Let's see if I can stay put. I don't think it's likely. 7. No. BSB though. I am off. So let's see how far I'm running. Presumably you're going to be pursuing, or are you going to try and stop just because of the fear of that Fanatic?
No, I'll pursue because I'm not going to get a fight chance then.
Yeah. So 6. Oh, we're not Swift Striding.
7. Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll get those guys moved. 7 more of the bloodletters were killed as they have run through the Fanatic. So Fanatic has done pretty well actually for me there. We're going to move on to this big combat, the decisive one, starting with the BSB, but we have our fear test, which is passed. 4 attacks going into the plague beasts of Nurgle. Don't have chopper anymore. Nope, no wounds. We'll do the boys again next. 16 attacks again from the boys. That one was a hit. Oh dear, my hand's too small. And 5s for just 2.
2 regens.
No, 1 more down, but you will get to attack back.
3 attacks to the side.
That's, is that going to hit with your -1 for your Nurgle? Yep. But no wounds. Right, let the Nurgles get their dice and do their attacks. 21 attacks back from the beasts. Poison's done quite well for you there.
Oh,
wow.
It's done very well.
Yeah, everything's done well. Force to wound on those. Keep those to one side. That's another 3.
No save.
No save on me here, is this? That's 3, 6, that's 9 boys who are removed already.
3 to delete your ranks instead fast.
Yeah, should we go into the plague drones?
So 3 from the drone.
Where are you rolling these? Over here. 1 hit.
And a wound, so it's 5.
10 boys killed.
And 3 from the riders. No hits.
No hits. Ouch.
Stomps.
Yep.
3
3
from the
stomps.
beasts. 2 wounds. And 1 from the drone. 3 wounds.
So that's 13 boys that have been killed. 13 to you. You still got a flank for 14 and the standard for 15. I think I'm going to a snake eyes here.
Rerollable snakes.
Yeah, rerollable snakes for the game, because if I break, well, you don't even have to run me down. If I break, you're going to get the standards. So it's that's exactly not what we wanted. Let's get rid of those two and try again for the reroll. Can we do it? No, that was better, but no. And with that unit breaking, with losing the BSB and the standard, that takes my fortitude down to 2. That's my breaking point, which means that is the end of the game. Well played. Thank you. Let's clear this up a little bit and have a chat. So after just 2.5 turns, the battle is decided. Still quite a lot of stuff left on the board, really. This is what both armies still had remaining. That's just what you get from that mission, I suppose. It's not gone all the way to turn 6. So, good game. It was close. It was always going to come down to breaking 1 or 2 key units. Maybe with the Mangler Squig, I should have sent him back into the plague drones. That might have, the boys that would have died anyway, maybe got rid of the standard or weakened them for that flank charge. In terms of the damage I did to the rest of the demons, it's really not been a lot. Halved that unit of bloodletters, but it doesn't matter. It was getting rid of that standard that was the key point. Amnosity was a real pain for the Orcs as well. Lost both turns of magic essentially from either the Shaman or from the little Night Goblin, and then not being able to charge in with some of my units or move them as I wanted to. That was a pain, but that's what you get for playing Orcs. It was good fun, always like the random bits, so thanks very much for watching. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back with some more battle reports soon.